Hey, look at that. A lot of people really liked our last fuck it. This script is dated as hell and I need to get this done. Roll intro!
Hello, I'm the review reviewer. You review it, I review you. Oh wait, no I'm not. The review reviewer is at another channel called Those Dudes with a Hat. Click this button to check it out. Now anyway, I still get to review reviews, because not only one person can review reviews. Today we're going to take a look at the Nostalgia Critic review of The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Hey! Did you just say Sonic?
Oh, god damn it. This is Dakota Gilreath. He's known on YouTube as Orion5185, and has become a partner of the Jide and Clyde Show. You'll see him do Sonic reviews, wrestling reviews, and all sorts of other bullshit.
So I decided to look up Orion5185 as best as I can, since I didn't know how the fuck to spell your partner's name, and because you're too much of a pleb to not provide a link, so I went by ear, and what I found was a channel with no videos. Just a bunch of liked wrestling and Edgeworld videos. Question: if you're willing to provide a link to the reviewer, someone unrelated to this video, and potentially your channel altogether, why didn't you do the same for your friend who was literally right next to you?
It also seems like you are transparently piggybacking off the overdone channel awesome co-op review trope that has been done billions of times already. Hey, Person X, why are you in my review? Well, I figured that because we have coincidentally corresponding interests, I should invade your video and provide some mediocre banter as we review this piece of crap movie, song, video, game, anime series. Fine, I begrudgingly accept you in this review for some arbitrary reason. Alright. How utterly cliche.
I like Gandhi. Let me be in your Gandhi review.
Shit. And what are you doing here again?
Oh, you said Sonic, so I figured I'd drop by and give you guys some knowledge.
Spoilers, that never really amounts to anything.
Spoilers, Gandhi is best Sonic character.
Here goes. This is Nostalgia Critic review of The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Within the sound of silence.
Hello? Nostalgia Critic? Why aren't you saying anything?
Stop saying nothing and just say something.
We are 6 seconds into the fucking review. Fucking wait.
Aside from your obvious impatience, the distracting jump cuts do nothing to add to your case. Kinda means you were impatient in the editing department too, huh?
And as a joke, it's not funny. Say what you will about our jokes, go ahead. But being impatient as a joke doesn't work if you only wait 6 fucking seconds. What ruins the joke even more is that he speaks right after this cutaway. I'd also like to point out that they're doing basically a commentary on an old-ass Nostalgia Critic episode.
Well, they can always bring something new or interesting to the table, right?
You'd think we'd be doing this commentary if they brought anything new or interesting?
I consider myself a man of decent logic. A man who has a fairly firm grasp on the perceptions of reality. A man who's down to earth and lives in the realms of the real world.
And yet you're the Nostalgia Critic. What happened to you?
Did you get slapped by a trout?
This will be one out of many instances where they try to make comedic comments and somehow fail because of either awkward delivery or the jokes being inherently stinkers. They literally do nothing except to pad the video length and make us question why we're even watching the video in the goddamn first place.
So much so that we'll be skipping a number of instances where this happens and we don't feel like responding with an attempt at a witty return.
When that reality was challenged by a blue-tainted hedgehog and his flying fox with 2 tails.
That was dubbed.
Yup.
Well, your face moved clockwise 1 degree, and your friend said nope randomly without bothering to bolster your point. I can make superficial statements about your video too. Boost your quality before bothering to expose any imperfection.
This is the gateway to madness that the world of children's programming has chosen to call The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Imagine coming across a mentally disabled person who's not only criminally insane, but was also drunk, high, and had a whole frontal lobotomy, leaving little to no intelligence left in his brain. He would be normal compared to the adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Trust me, a person like that would never be normal.
Apart from you and your buddy's lack of timing, that's not really proving Doug wrong. Oh, he's never gonna be normal. But what about in comparison to something else that's abnormal?
By the way, ooh, an edgy boundary-pushing middle finger. How charming.
Sonic! Hey, Sonic! 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 Sonic!
That sounds about right.
Or does it sound a bit left?
You know what? You're right. And I should have fucking left before we even started this video.
Well, unfortunately for you, you're stuck right here until there's nothing left to cover.
I hate you.
So the show takes place in Who Gives a Shit land. I call it that because clearly you look at the backgrounds knowing the creators just threw up their arms and shouted, really, who gives a shit?
Really? Because it looks to me like a surrealist painting.
Salvador Dali wouldn't dare to create such backgrounds as tacky and uninteresting as these.
Picasso would probably say they're ripping him off.
And Gandhi would... Wait, what would Gandhi do?
Yeah, brought to life.
Civilization. Boy, I thought we'd never find it.
Civilization?
Civilization? Wait, I know what Gandhi would do.
Dark Overlord Gandhi will conquer all and nuke everyone's fascia.
Where? What, you mean those couple of building blocks in the distance? That's supposed to be a city?
I've seen smaller.
It's kind of a shitty city to me.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, what you gonna do?
Now I know what you might be thinking. Are you just showing the opening of this show again? Nope. This is literally all the show is, just chasing and yelling. It's like a cartoon for kids that have Tourette's syndrome.
Hey! My cousin has Tourette's and I take offense to that comment.
Yeah, it's bullcrap!
I think you're offended because he's able to construct a joke better than the both of you combined. But in all seriousness, stating you're offended kind of breaks the comedic veneer the both of you were trying to establish throughout the video. It sort of makes things unnecessarily serious.
Doesn't help your case when it's not even you that has Tourette's syndrome. It's your cousin. Oh, and also because that's an obvious example on Doug's part.
And it's starting to become really apparent that what's-his-face over here serves no purpose other than to be a yes-man. Wait.
Oh great, another yes-man douchebag.
Not your commentary, Jordan!
So the show stars Sonic, duh, fresh from his hit video game off the Sega Genesis. He's voiced by none other than Jaleel White. That's right, Urkel from Family Matters.
I see you.
Nothing but good things can happen at this point.
How the fuck can you see us, Sonic?
It's simple, really.
He's accompanied by his sidekick Tails, a little fox who can fly around because he was born with two tails. Makes sense to me.
You're the Sonic expert. How can a fox fly with two tails?
Oh, that's easy. Their tail... When a fox like Tails has two tails, you could use those two tails as a propeller, you know, like those two propeller kind of helicopters. It works like that.
Doesn't explain anything. I can understand you're trying to counter the nostalgia critic's purported point that it doesn't make sense, but his argument is cursory at best. All he did was say the two tails can fly because they can fly. Bearing in mind we're talking about a cartoon world where logic and physics does not apply.
Science!
They're out to stop the evil Robotnik, who seems to live in a house designed by Frank Lloyd Wright. His evil plan is to, you guessed it, take over the world.
Of course!
Fucking joke. So Robotnik isn't really as much a dictator as much as a comic foil for Sonic to make fun of. But what do you expect when you dress like Santa Claus's sadomasochistic gimp brother?
My guess is a lot of dirty looks.
He's a dick, and he does not look like a tater.
Dude, you are fucking hilarious. Thank you!
Alright.
I'd just like to point out that the avatar I'm representing myself as right now, in her series canon, is the least likely to get a joke. I'm thankfully not her in that regard, but right now I can totally sympathize with her.
One troublemaking teenager has made me tear every hair from my beautiful head.
Wow. He hates him so much that he actually tattooed the word hate right on his very teeth. That's a lot of hate.
Yeah, I will admit, there is a girl that we hate whose name shall not be mentioned on this video or any of our videos at all. And I will agree, the hate that he has for Sonic is greater.
This example you're referring to is so vague and irrelevant, I don't understand why you're even alluding to it. It's like if I said, oh, well, I like this thing, but TP likes fapping to pictures of Courtney more. It's true, sure, but how is it relevant?
You leave my Courtney stash out of this, you
Two of the robots created are a robotic chicken named Scratch and whatever the hell this is named Grounder. And if you thought Sonic's voice was annoying, just listen to this ear sodomy.
Hey, Fastra! You missed! I'll glue your yap shut!
My ears are bleeding!
I swear, it seems that half the time what you are doing is bolstering the critic's points by either agreeing with him or not facing the comments head on. If the purpose of this is to showcase your humor, then I guess the video is the poor man's MST3K rather than an actual review.
Aren't commentators in general just a poor man? Shh!
Don't divulge our secrets.
Yeah, you make them sound annoying for a reason. They annoy you!
Unexpected screaming!
No, they entertain us. Of course they annoy us.
Yes, because obviously your random phrasing and your sound effects were definitely predictable and expected. Point? Substance? No? Then yo faces.
The way Sonic always gets out of their traps is by running, of course, and putting on several disguises, as the bad guys never seem to realize there's a lot of blue, overdressed hedgehogs in the neighborhood recently.
I think if there was a lot of overdressed blue hedgehogs in the neighborhood, I'd shit my pants.
Because I was just pining to figure out what hypothetical circumstances you'd shit your pants in.
Don't crowd, don't push. Admission is free.
Well, that came out of nowhere.
More like that was the stupidest thing in the whole thing.
The stupidest thing in the whole thing. Thesaurus.com!
What do you mean by thing? Are you talking about the critic's review? Are you again agreeing with him about the madcap aspects of the show? The vagueness levels here are infinite and the fucks are at 0.
Look at this animation, by the way. There is no thought, focus, or structure put into any of it. This isn't animation, it's fucking doodling. I don't want to watch something that's less entertaining than what I drew on my desk in high school.
I drew on my desk in high school once, but no one could see it because I can't draw.
I can draw.
Yeah, like the time when you draw the...
Gotta whisper this part, I don't want to get told on by the internet, please.
And then the teacher put you in the principal's office?
Oh well.
Another hard case in which you're mixing your personal life with a freaking YouTube video you and your friend are creating. Great, now I'm curious to know what potentially salacious or violent drawing your wacko friend made. Nice going, jerk faces.
I don't care what drug-induced land you're in, you cannot blow in your hand and come up with a pumpkin. How did you even come to that conclusion?
We don't know either.
Maybe it was in Bizarro World.
Constructive arguments? What the blooming hell are those?
Well, I might be able to tell you eventually. I mean, I'm bound to go to hell.
At least you're being honest and thus more reliable than the two clowns present in the video.
It's like a Japanese show in English, only you still have no idea what's going on. You must be at least this high to watch.
More like you must be at least this high to make a show better than that.
Yeah. Like you said.
Wait, are you implying that people only make better shows when they're high? Fuck, I want to know what drugs Greg Wiseman had when he created Gargoyles. Must have been some really good shit.
3 words, my friend. Lysergic acid diethylamide.
One of the running jokes, I guess, is that Sonic always has a thing for chili dogs. You know, at least with other cartoons, there's some sort of rhyme or reason. Bugs Bunny with carrots, Winnie the Pooh and honey, a blue hedgehog, and chili dogs? What's the connection? My guess is it's what gives him his supersonic speed. That's to say, I'm sure he's fast on his feet, but nothing can breathe fire like a gas-producing bean product that makes you want to shit more than a Metamucil cocktail.
The only thing that makes this gag even more sad is the fact that they still keep using it in Sonic Generations.
I know! Get
Why?
real, guys! Get frickin' real, dicks.
Yeah, they brought back a Sonic joke for a game that was basically a celebration of Sonic over 20 years. But what the fuck do we know?
Can I also make mention of the fact that the person who brought up this Sonic fact was not the person who joined for Sonic Facts?
Even in the realm of its own insanity, it doesn't make any sense. Like, look at this scene where they're trapped in a cage as a trapdoor is slowly opening up. First of all, Tails can fly! Why doesn't he just pick up Sonic and lift him off the ground?
You wanna take this, man?
Yeah. They were too lazy to animate that. It's simple. but not freaking complex.
What he said.
Were you guys making a declarative statement, or did that serve to distract us further from the points made in the original Nostalgia Critic video? Either way, that doesn't answer his question, Max.
Second, are you seriously telling me that you can't fit through those bars? You can drive a fucking pickup truck through those giant gaps!
Seriously, if I went to a jail like that, I would break out in like 0.7 seconds.
Well, I can do it in 0.6 seconds. Beat that.
Alright, 0.5 seconds. Get on my level, bitch.
I can do it in 0.8 seconds. Oh, yo, faces.
Stop that. Can I kill him this time?
Wait, what was that, Ski Hound?
I could creep through the hallways like a ninja.
This is torture! This is madness!
This is Sonic!
God, I missed that meme.
Yeah, where'd you go, meme?
Where'd you go?
The meme died in 2008. Or at least when we killed off Lorenzo.
That's right, kids. Don't call 911 for being attacked by people who want to kill or kidnap you. Only call for important things. Like if the cable goes out, and you can't watch the adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. That's what's important.
For all other emergencies, call 912.
Hello? 912?
Hello, what's your emergency?
I'll show you my emergency.
Oh, baby. Is it a 5-alarm?
Scarlet, where did you learn to...
From this guy.
So can I be in the commentary?
I will kill your Fashe this time! Wait, were we doing a commentary or something?
But even the messages are weird. I mean, there's the usual stuff like learn to share and eat your veggies, but some of these are just strange.
Believe it or not, every year some ignorant kid takes a ride in a clothes dryer just like this one. If you think it's smart to climb in a dryer, you're really all wet.
Really? Kids climbing the dryers is such a national problem they have to devote the entire end of an episode to that?
You'd be surprised.
Is that literally all you can say? No, seriously, this is honestly frustrating. When the Nostalgia Critic bothers to proffer a point, you guys either have a bunch of incoherent garbage to say, or you resort to an aphoristic answer that deflects from the original point completely. Where do you address how weird this particular piece of advice is? Nobody I know has plunged headfirst into a freaking dryer. Do you know any sad soul that has done this? Please enlighten us or get out of the ring of logic.
Overall, it's safe to say that The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog fails to the general TV watching public and to Sonic the Hedgehog fans everywhere.
If this show was such a failure to Sonic fans, then why was the chili dog joke brought back for later Sonic games? You yourself mentioned it was brought back for Generations, and it was also used in Black Knight and Unleashed. So no you.
And I'm not going to show you the rest of the review because the review is a totally other cartoon and I really don't want to waste your time.
Waste our time? Waste our time? I could have spent this time watching Gandhi, but instead, you just kept making pointless statements and unfunny jokes. Acknowledge that, motherfucker!
Gandhi is real best anime. Suck on that goofy movie.
As far as the review goes, Nostalgia Critic goes as far as he can to prove that The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog is full of shit. In fact, he goes out of his way to say that the show makes you go insane for watching it. And it's generally not an overstatement. If anything, it's an understatement. The show sucks. But as far as the review goes, I'd personally give it a watch, if not for Nostalgia Critic's zany antics. Also, he does a review of Sonic Sat AM, which I cut out for the purpose of this review. And that was Nostalgia Critic's Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Now that the review's over, get out.
Just pointing out that the guy who was brought in specifically for his knowledge of Sonic the Hedgehog said nothing during the final thoughts. Way to go, Michael. Speaking of final thoughts, any from you guys?
What can I say about this flimsy review? I feel this video was called a review erroneously. The points were presented poorly, the camera quality was low at best, the so-called banter they had between them was comically unfunny, and the overall vibe I got from the video was laced with lack of preparation and ridiculousness. The alleged Sonic expert did not even deliver on his promise to provide germane knowledge about Sonic. So I consider this video an absolute bust on the part of the reviewers. Maybe next time rely more on pre-planning and less on your own perceived spontaneity, because it certainly is not working for either of you. Thank you and good night.
Now for mine. Ski Hound, what was with your obsession with Gandhi during this commentary?
Simple. That's because I am Gandhi!
Holy shit! Hobbs, did you know about that?
Hobbs? Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention this to you earlier.
I was Eric all along.
Well, the joke's on you, for I'm actually... Shit, I'm still TP.
Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention. I was Gandhi as well.
What, did I not get the memo? Was literally everyone here Gandhi except for me?
Everyone was Gandhi, TP. Except David, he's dead. You killed some Gandhis. Now you will pay.
Wait a minute, didn't you kill Evan?
Shut up. Now prepare to be assimilated.
No!